My beloved child, I need you to understand something critically important right now. This message is not for everyone, this word is not for the masses, this encounter is specifically designed for you, handpicked for your situation, custom-made for your season, personally delivered to your spirit in this exact moment because I know what you are facing, I see what you are battling, I understand what you are feeling, and I have something to tell you that is so intimate, so personal, so specific to your circumstances that it could only come from me, the one who knows you better than you know yourself, the one who formed you in your mother's womb, the one who has numbered every hair on your head, the one who has counted every tear you have cried, and the one who is intimately acquainted with all your ways. So right now, I want you to shut out every distraction, to silence every other voice, to focus completely on what I am about to speak into your heart, because this is a private alert, this is a confidential message, this is a divine download meant exclusively for you, and while others may hear these words, they will not carry the same weight, they will not have the same impact, they will not produce the same breakthrough, because I am speaking directly to your unique situation, addressing your specific need, answering your particular prayer, and responding to the cry of your heart that you have been lifting up to me in the secret place when no one else was listening, when no one else was watching, when no one else could possibly understand the depth of what you have been going through. I know that you clicked on this message because something in your spirit was drawn to it, something deep inside you resonated with the title, something in the atmosphere around your life caused you to stop scrolling and pay attention, and that was not coincidence, that was not random, that was not chance. That was me orchestrating the moment, that was me arranging the circumstances, that was me positioning you to receive what I have been wanting to tell you for days, for weeks, perhaps even for months, but you were too busy, too distracted, too overwhelmed, too discouraged, or too preoccupied to hear me, and so I had to arrest your attention in a way that you could not ignore. I had to create a divine interruption in your routine. I had to stop you in your tracks and make you listen because what I am about to tell you is urgent, it is timely, it is necessary, and it has the power to shift everything in your life if you will receive it with faith, if you will believe it without doubt, if you will act upon it with obedience, and if you will hold on to it when circumstances try to convince you otherwise. So take a deep breath, settle your heart, open your spirit, and prepare to receive a word that is going to change the trajectory of your life, a revelation that is going to transform your perspective, a promise that is going to restore your hope, and a declaration that is going to activate your breakthrough. First, I need to tell you that I have seen you, I have been watching you, I have been observing how you have been carrying yourself through this difficult season, and I want you to know that I am not disappointed in you, I am not frustrated with you, I am not angry with you for the moments when you felt weak, for the times when you wanted to give up, for the days when you questioned whether you could keep going. Instead, I am proud of you, I am honored by your perseverance, I am moved by your faithfulness because you are still here, you are still standing, you are still believing, you are still pressing forward even though every fiber of your being has wanted to quit, even though your mind has told you 1,000 times to walk away, even though your emotions have screamed at you to give up, but you did not, you refused to surrender, you chose to hold on to me even when you could not feel me, even when you could not hear me, even when you could not see what I was doing, and that kind of faith, my child, that kind of trust, that kind of determination, does not go unnoticed in heaven, it moves my heart, it releases my power, it activates my promises, and it positions you to receive breakthrough that others who gave up will never experience, blessings that others who quit will never obtain, and victory that others who surrendered will never celebrate. Now I need to address something specific that has been weighing heavily on your heart, something that you have been afraid to talk about with anyone, something that you have been carrying alone because you thought no one would understand, you thought people would judge you, you thought they would think less of you if they knew what you were really struggling with, and that something is different for each person reading this, because I am speaking to the secret battle that only you and I know about, the hidden struggle that you have kept concealed, the private pain that you have masked with a smile, the internal war that rages while you present a calm exterior to the world. For some of you, it is a battle with fear that grips you in the middle of the night and makes you question everything about your future. For others, it is a struggle with doubt that whispers you are not good enough, not qualified enough, not anointed enough to do what I have called you to do. For some, it is a war against shame from your past that keeps replaying your mistakes and trying to convince you that you are disqualified. For others, it is a fight against loneliness that makes you feel isolated even when you are surrounded by people. For some, it is a wrestling match with unforgiveness toward someone who deeply wounded you. For others, it is a battle with temptation that keeps pulling you back toward things you know you need to leave behind. And for some, it is a struggle with depression, anxiety, or overwhelming sadness that has no apparent cause but feels like a heavy blanket suffocating your joy, stealing your peace, and draining your strength. Whatever your specific battle is, I am here to tell you that I see it, I know about it, I understand the intensity of it, and I am not standing at a distance observing your struggle. I am right there in the middle of it with you, fighting for you, strengthening you, sustaining you, and I am about to give you a strategy, a weapon, a key that is going to help you break through this battle once and for all. But before I give you that strategy, I need to expose the lie that the enemy has been using to keep you trapped, because every battle you face is rooted in a lie that you have believed, and once that lie is exposed and replaced with my truth, the power of that battle is broken, the grip of that struggle is loosened, and freedom becomes accessible. The lie that the enemy has been feeding you is this: you are in this battle because something is wrong with you, because you are weak, because you lack faith, because you are not spiritual enough, because you have somehow failed, and if you could just get yourself together, if you could just try harder, if you could just be better, then the battle would stop. But my child, that is not true. That is a demonic deception designed to make you focus on yourself instead of on me, to make you rely on your strength instead of mine, to make you feel condemned instead of confident, and to make you believe that victory depends on your performance instead of on my finished work on the cross. The truth is that you are in this battle not because you are weak but because you are a threat to the enemy's kingdom, not because you lack faith but because your faith is about to produce a breakthrough that will set others free, not because you are not spiritual enough but because you carry an anointing that terrifies demonic forces, not because you have failed but because you are being prepared for a level of success that requires this kind of testing, and not because you need to try harder, but because you need to rest deeper in my strength, my grace, my power, and my finished work that has already secured your victory. Now let me tell you what I have been doing behind the scenes while you have been fighting this battle, because you have felt like you were alone, you have felt like you were making no progress, you have felt like nothing was changing, but I need you to know that I have been working, I have been moving, I have been orchestrating, I have been arranging, I have been positioning, and while you could not see it in the natural realm, massive shifts have been taking place in the spiritual realm. I have been removing obstacles that would have blocked your next season, I have been closing doors that would have led you into traps, I have been severing connections that would have hindered your destiny, I have been silencing voices that would have confused your direction, I have been blocking attacks that would have devastated your life, I have been intercepting schemes that would have derailed your purpose, and I have been preparing blessings, opening doors, aligning relationships, releasing resources, and activating opportunities that are about to converge in your life in such rapid succession that you will barely have time to process one breakthrough before the next one manifests. So what has felt like delay has actually been divine setup, what has looked like denial has actually been divine protection, what has seemed like silence has actually been divine preparation, and what has appeared to be me doing nothing has actually been me doing everything necessary to position you for the greatest season of your life. I want to speak to you now about a specific door that is about to open for you, a door that you have been praying about, a door that you have been believing for, a door that you have been waiting for, and I need to prepare you for it because this door is different from any other door you have walked through before. This door leads to a level of responsibility that will require greater wisdom, a dimension of influence that will demand greater character, a sphere of authority that will necessitate greater humility, a platform of visibility that will attract both celebration and criticism, and an assignment of impact that will require you to die to yourself daily, to crucify your ego continuously, to surrender your will constantly, and to depend on me completely. This door is not going to open because you are perfect, it is going to open because you are surrendered. It is not going to open because you have it all figured out, it is going to open because you are willing to trust me. It is not going to open because you are the most qualified, it is going to open because you are the most available. And it is not going to open because you convinced me you were ready, it is going to open because I have deemed you prepared through the process you have been walking through, the test you have been passing, the lessons you have been learning, and the character I have been developing in you during this season that has felt so difficult, so challenging, so overwhelming. Let me tell you what is going to happen when this door opens, because I want you to be prepared mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and practically for what is coming. First, you are going to feel overwhelmed by the suddenness of it, by how quickly things shift, by how rapidly opportunities present themselves, by how fast doors open that were previously closed, and you are going to be tempted to question whether you heard me correctly, whether this is really my timing, whether you are truly ready for this. But I need you to remember this moment, I need you to recall this word, I need you to stand firm in the confidence that if I open the door, then I have equipped you to walk through it, if I gave you the opportunity, then I have prepared you to steward it, and if I promoted you to this level, then I have empowered you to function at this level. Second, you are going to encounter opposition that you did not expect, resistance from sources you did not anticipate, criticism from people you thought would support you, and challenges that will test whether you are doing this for my glory or for your own, whether you are seeking my approval or man's applause, whether you are building my kingdom or your own empire, And this opposition is not meant to discourage you, it is meant to refine you, to purify your motives, to clarify your purpose, and to ensure that you remain humble, dependent on me, and focused on what truly matters. Third, you are going to experience favor that you cannot explain, provision that defies logic, connections that seem impossible, and breakthrough that happens so supernaturally that no one will be able to deny that the hand of God is upon your life. And this favor is not so you can be comfortable, it is so you can be generous, it is not so you can hoard blessings, it is so you can distribute blessings, and it is not so you can build your reputation, it is so you can advance my kingdom. Now I need to give you a private instruction, something that is just between you and me, something that you are not to share with everyone, something that requires your obedience before the breakthrough fully manifests. And this instruction is different for each person because I deal with each of my children uniquely, I speak to each of you individually, I guide each of you personally. For some of you, I am telling you to forgive someone who hurt you deeply, to release them from the debt they owe you, to let go of the bitterness you have been holding, not because they deserve forgiveness but because you deserve freedom, and unforgiveness is keeping you bound, keeping you stuck, keeping you from moving forward into what I have for you. For others, I am instructing you to make a phone call, to send a message, to reach out to someone I have placed on your heart, because that connection is divinely orchestrated, that relationship is strategically important, and that conversation is going to open a door that you have been praying about. For some, I am calling you to step out in faith financially, to sow a seed that seems illogical, to give an offering that feels sacrificial, to invest in my kingdom in a way that stretches your faith, because I am about to open the windows of heaven over your finances and you need to make room to receive what I am about to pour out. For others, I am telling you to end a relationship that is not ordained by me, to walk away from a connection that is draining you, to separate yourself from people who are holding you back, not because you think you are better than them, but because you know you are called to something different and you cannot fulfill your destiny while remaining tied to people who are content with staying where they are. For some, I am asking you to start something new, to launch that ministry, to begin that business, to write that book, to create that content, to step into that calling, even though you feel unqualified, even though you do not have all the resources, even though you cannot see the whole path, because I am asking you to take the first step in faith and I will illuminate the next step as you go. And for others, I am instructing you to rest, to stop striving, to cease trying to make things happen in your own strength, to quit manipulating circumstances, to end the exhausting effort of trying to force doors open, and to simply be still and know that I am God, to wait on me, to trust my timing, to believe that what I have promised I will perform, and to understand that your rest is an act of faith that releases my power to work on your behalf. Whatever your specific instruction is, you know what it is because my spirit is confirming it in your heart right now. You are feeling the conviction, you are sensing the prompting, you are recognizing the truth of it, and now you have a choice. You can obey and watch me move, or you can delay and extend your season of waiting. I am not saying this to pressure you, I am not trying to manipulate you, I am simply telling you the truth that obedience is the key that unlocks breakthrough, that your willingness to do what I am asking will activate what I am promising, and that on the other side of your obedience is the fulfillment of everything you have been praying for, believing for, and contending for. Let me address the fear that is trying to grip you right now, the fear of stepping out, the fear of being seen, the fear of failing, the fear of what people will think, the fear of making a mistake, because I know that fear is real, I know it is powerful, I know it can be paralyzing, but I also know that fear is a liar, fear is a thief, fear is a prison, and I did not give you a spirit of fear, I gave you a spirit of power, of love, and of a sound mind, which means that every fearful thought, every anxious feeling, every worried emotion that tries to overwhelm you is not from me, it is from the enemy, and you have the authority to cast it down, to take it captive, to refuse to give it power over your decisions, and to replace it with my truth, my promises, my peace, and my perspective. The truth is that you will not fail because I am with you, you will not fall because I am holding you, you will not be humiliated because I am covering you, you will not be destroyed because I am protecting you, and you will not miss my will because I am guiding you. So stop listening to the voice of fear and start listening to the voice of faith. Stop focusing on what could go wrong and start believing in what I am about to do right. Stop allowing worst-case scenarios to dominate your thoughts. And start declaring best-case outcomes over your situation, because what you focus on expands, what you speak about multiplies, and what you believe for manifests. I want to prophesy over you right now, and I want you to receive this word not as wishful thinking, not as positive affirmations, not as motivational speaking, but as a divine decree from the throne room of heaven, as a prophetic declaration over your life, as a spiritual reality that is being established right now and will manifest in the natural realm at the appointed time. I prophesy that you are coming out of the valley and ascending to the mountain, you are transitioning from the wilderness into the promised land, you are moving from the season of testing into the season of testimony, You are shifting from the place of preparation into the place of manifestation. You are graduating from the classroom of training into the battlefield of assignment, and nothing that you have endured has been wasted. Everything that you have survived has prepared you. All that you have overcome has positioned you, and what you have learned through the struggle is now going to become your superpower. Your testimony is going to become your ministry, your mess is going to become your message, and your pain is going to become your platform. I prophesy that doors are opening that no man can shut, opportunities are presenting themselves that you did not pursue, favor is resting upon you that you did not earn, provision is flowing to you that defies logic, relationships are forming that are divinely orchestrated, healing is manifesting in areas where you have been sick, restoration is coming to places where things have been broken, breakthrough is happening in situations where you have been stuck, and miracles are occurring in circumstances that seemed impossible. I prophesy that this is your year of acceleration, your season of multiplication, your time of elevation, your moment of manifestation, and what took others years to accomplish you are going to accomplish in months. What seemed impossible yesterday is going to become reality today, and what you have been waiting for is about to be released, about to be given, about to manifest, because I have decreed it, I have ordained it, I have established it, and nothing and no one can stop what I have set in motion. Now I need to speak to those of you who are thinking, but God, you do not understand my situation, you do not know how complicated my circumstances are, you do not see how impossible my condition is, and I want to stop you right there because you are absolutely wrong. I do understand your situation because I see it from an eternal perspective that you do not have. I do know how complicated your circumstances are because I know every detail, every factor, every variable that is involved, and I do see how impossible your condition appears because I am fully aware of every obstacle, every barrier, every challenge that stands in the way. But here is what you do not understand. I specialize in impossible situations. I am famous for turning hopeless cases around. I am known for doing what cannot be done, and the more impossible your situation looks, the more glory I am going to get when I turn it around. The more people are going to know that it was me and not you, and the more powerful your testimony is going to be when you tell others what I did. So stop disqualifying yourself because your situation seems too difficult. Stop counting yourself out because your circumstances appear too complicated. Stop giving up because your condition looks too impossible, because what is impossible with man is possible with God, and I am about to do something in your life that will make you, and everyone who knows you, stand in awe of my power, my faithfulness, my goodness, and my love. Finally, I want to leave you with this private instruction that you must hold on to, that you must remember, that you must return to when doubt tries to creep in, when fear tries to overwhelm you, when circumstances try to contradict what I have spoken. You are not alone in this battle, you are not fighting by yourself, you are not carrying this burden on your own, because I am with you, my spirit is within you, my angels are around you, my hand is upon you, my favor is covering you, my grace is sustaining you, my strength is empowering you, and my love is surrounding you, and no weapon formed against you will prosper, no scheme designed against you will succeed, no attack launched against you will prevail, because I am your defender, I am your protector, I am your shield, I am your strong tower, and I will never leave you, I will never forsake you, I will never abandon you no matter what you face, no matter what you go through, no matter how dark the valley gets, because you are mine. You belong to me, you are precious to me, and I will fight for you, I will stand with you, I will bring you through victoriously, and on the other side of this battle, on the other side of this test, on the other side of this challenge, you are going to have a testimony that will set captives free, you are going to have a story that will encourage the discouraged, you are going to have an experience that will strengthen the weak, and you are going to have a revelation of my faithfulness that nothing will ever be able to shake. But before you go, before you step away from this moment, before you move forward into what I am calling you to do, I need to speak to you about something that is going to try to sabotage everything I just told you, something that is going to attempt to steal this word before it can take root in your heart, something that the enemy is already preparing to use against you within the next 24 to 48 hours, and that something is the voice of doubt that will whisper, that word was not really for you, you just wanted it to be for you, you are reading too much into it, you are being emotional, you are being presumptuous, nothing is really going to change, this is just like all the other times you got your hopes up and nothing happened. And I am warning you right now that this voice is coming, this attack is planned, this assault on your faith is already scheduled in the enemy's strategy room, which is why I am immunizing you against it right now, I am preparing you for it. In advance, I am giving you the antidote before the poison is administered, so that when that voice comes, and it will come, you will recognize it for what it is, you will reject it immediately, you will replace it with my truth, and you will refuse to let go of what I have spoken to you in this divine moment. Let me tell you how to recognize the voice of doubt so that you can distinguish it from the voice of wisdom, because there is a difference between healthy discernment and destructive doubt. between wise caution and faithless fear, and the enemy loves to disguise doubt as wisdom, to make you think you are being smart when you are actually being unbelieving, to convince you that you are being realistic when you are actually being pessimistic, to persuade you that you are being cautious when you are actually being cowardly. The voice of doubt always speaks in absolutes. Nothing ever changes, it never works out for you, you always fail, while the voice of wisdom speaks in specifics. This particular door may not be the right one, but I am opening another one that is better suited for you. The voice of doubt always focuses on your past failures. Remember the last time you tried this and it did not work. While the voice of wisdom acknowledges your past but emphasizes your growth, you have learned from that experience and you are not the same person you were then. The voice of doubt always magnifies the obstacles. Look at how big the giant is, look at how high the wall is, look at how deep the water is. While the voice of wisdom acknowledges the challenge but magnifies my power, the giant is big but your God is bigger, the wall is high but your God can bring it down, the water is deep but your God can part it. So when thoughts come that make you want to give up, that make you feel hopeless, that make you believe nothing will ever change, you can be absolutely certain that those thoughts are not from me, they are not wisdom, they are not truth, they are doubt dressed up as discernment, and you must reject them, rebuke them, and replace them with declarations of my faithfulness, proclamations of my promises, and affirmations of my word. Now I want to address something that many of you are feeling right now, a sense of unworthiness, a feeling that you do not deserve what I am promising you, a belief that surely I must be talking to someone else because you have made too many mistakes, you have failed too many times, you have disappointed me too often, and there is no way that I could still love you this much, that I could still believe in you this strongly, that I could still have plans for you this good, but my child, that is the enemy using your past to disqualify you from your future, that is shame trying to keep you from stepping into what grace has already purchased for you, that is guilt attempting to block you from receiving what mercy has already made available to you, and I need you to hear me clearly. Your past does not determine your future, your mistakes do not define your destiny, your failures do not disqualify you from my plans, because I knew every sin you would commit before you were born. I saw every mistake you would make before you made it, I was aware of every time you would fail before you failed, and yet I still chose you, I still called you, I still anointed you, I still have plans for you because my calling is not based on your perfection, it is based on my election. My anointing is not dependent on your performance, it is dependent on my grace. And my plans for you are not contingent on you getting everything right, they are contingent on you surrendering to me, trusting me, and allowing me to work through you in spite of your weaknesses, in spite of your flaws, in spite of your imperfections, because my power is made perfect in weakness, my strength is displayed through your dependence on me, and my glory shines brightest through cracked vessels that make it obvious that the treasure is from me and not from you. I also need to speak to you about the people in your life who are going to question what I am doing, who are going to doubt what I am saying, who are going to challenge what I am calling you to do, and you need to be prepared for this because it is going to come from people you love, from people you respect, from people whose opinions matter to you, and it is going to be painful, it is going to be confusing, it is going to make you second-guess yourself, but I need you to remember that Noah's neighbors thought he was crazy for building an ark when there was no rain, Abraham's family thought he was foolish for leaving everything to go to a land he had never seen, Moses' critics thought he was arrogant for thinking he could lead people out of Egypt, David's brothers mocked him for thinking he could fight Goliath, Nehemiah's enemies ridiculed him for believing he could rebuild the wall, and Jesus' own family thought he had lost his mind when he started his ministry. So if people question you, if they doubt you, if they criticize you, if they think you are being presumptuous or delusional or overly spiritual, remember that you are in good company, that every person I have ever used significantly has faced the same opposition, and that their doubt about you says more about their own lack of faith than it does about the validity of your calling. So do not let their skepticism become your reality, do not let their unbelief contaminate your faith, do not let their fear infect your courage, and do not let their limitations define your possibilities, because I am calling you to something that looks foolish to the natural mind, that seems impossible to human reasoning, that appears unrealistic to earthly logic, but that is absolutely certain in the spiritual realm, absolutely guaranteed by my word, and absolutely going to come to pass at the appointed time.